What up, y'all? So today we're gonna do a breakdown analysis of. Let's try to turn this lighting down. Can you turn this lighting down? Yeah, there we go. All right, bet. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's okay. We shall not be moved, even if the phone is. We shall not be moved. All right. All right. So look. Oh, that's too low. All right, let's try right in the middle with you. All right. So look. This is the breakdown. Ooh, I'm nice and chocolate. Ooh. Anyway, this is a breakdown of my music video called Pastors, Scammers, Gangs, and Cults. Shit. Alright, so first off, you see that. Day One Films, just like all the past couple of songs I've done that I've shot music videos for, was done by Day One, right? You should watch those other two videos to see that I do kind of sort of do callbacks, especially to the very first one. Very first one being my campaign ad, which was what I call that shit. I called it Williams for Mayor Campaign Chicago 2023. Right? So here we go. And how do we start off? Alright, so the brother going ha ha recording, that's Day One. As you saw the bottom of the screen, it was saying, let's get it, right? I don't know if the person honking, because you hear people honking, I don't know if the people honking are behind the car, like saying, hey bro, get out the way. Or if it's people passing me honking. I don't remember, I was hiding having a good ass time. Which brings me to the overall aesthetic of the video, the location, the shit I'm doing, the juxtaposition of, you know what I'm saying, black boy joy, me dancing around, right? And the aesthetic that I got, I'm on a dangerous construction site, you know, and the danger that we expose ourselves to because of capitalism, you know what I'm saying? It be some bullshit, but that's what people tell you masculinity is. So it's the juxtaposition of like the conservative masculinity and the black boy joy masculinity, right? I wrote some notes in this motherfucker. Hold on. So, this site that I'm at is the Obama. You may not be able to tell, but this image right here, that's Obama. This image right here, that's the Obama O. You know what I'm saying? His campaign signal and shit. This site is the future site of the Obama Library or Obama Presidential, whatever the fuck, right? So Obama, you know what I'm saying? He represents a certain kind of, not just masculinity, but he represents a certain kind of, you know what I'm saying, black political presence that a lot of black people identify with as like, yeah, he raw or whatever. All right. But Obama wasn't Harold Washington, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Also, before we keep going, if you notice in the thumbnail, it say building and destroying. That's also representative of, you know, what I'm looking at in this project is destroying the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, wanting to build better shit for our people and continue to build up upon and, so to speak, improve the infrastructure of the already existing, you know what I'm saying, infrastructure that can actually help us, because all old shit ain't bad and all new shit ain't good. All new shit ain't bad, all old shit ain't good. But we want to build more culture and destroy the cult shit. You feel me? we want to have more support and less hive mind. And y'all gonna see this whole project is independence, which shows subsequent subversive behavior and beliefs, like how I'm dancing around and shit. True masculinity is making your own rules. I've said this before. I don't let the hedonists, the weirdos on the left tell me what masculinity is, and I don't let the conservative Philistines on the right tell me what masculinity is. I do what the fuck I want. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing, but I'm doing what I'm doing. You hear what I'm talking about? Let's play this shit.
As a lifelong Democrat, you have...
Alright, so, if you see this word right here, Parisia, in rhetoric, Parisia is candid speech, speaking freely. It implies not only freedom of speech, but the obligation to speak the truth for the common good, even at personal risk. You know what I'm talking about? That's what the fuck I've been on. Like I said, I don't know what they on, but this is what I'm on. You know what I'm talking about?
I've suggested potentially running as an independent.
She said, as a lifelong Democrat, this is the interviewer, the white lady. She interviewing Harold Washington. She said, as a lifelong Democrat, you've considered running as an independent. This was the campaign he was running, which won him his second term, where he died in office. And a lot of conspiracy theorists and general older black people think that he was killed in office. And they still have not released the toxicology report. I ain't no conspiracy theorist. I don't really be dealing with that type of shit. But I do find it to be kind of crazy how he was trying to run independent and say, fuck this Democratic machine. If you're not from Chicago, that's where we run our shit, the Democratic machine. Look into that shit. And you're going to see some of the members, some of the key members of the Democratic machine in the video. Watch this.
Doesn't it trouble you a little philosophically?
We started this interview by my telling you I don't give up. I don't get frustrated. I don't get discouraged. When I make up my mind something's got to be done, and I run it through the computer of my own mind and those of people whom I have faith in, I go. And I don't worry about the consequences.
He said when something got to be done, I do that shit. When something got to be said, I say that shit. And if you got a problem, I don't get no shit. That's basically what bro just said. And that's what I'm on with this project, y'all. That's what I'm on with life. I don't know what the fuck y'all on. I don't know what the fuck they on. But this what I'm on. You hear what I'm talking about?
OMG, Adonis is a one-man gang. That's what they saying. Malcolm's.
Alright. So that was the first punchline. I said OMG. Adonis is a one-man gang. Like OMG usually mean oh my god, but I said OMG, Adonis is a one-man gang. That's what they saying. Malcolm said make it plain. Malcolm X is another person you're gonna see later in the video, and his role in this equation is he's another person, you know what I'm talking about, who is regarded in a certain kind of light as political blackness, but not in the same way Obama is, right? Think about it. Obama, when you talk about white people love Obama. The Democratic white people love Obama. And the coon Democratic black people love Obama. They only marginally fuck with Malcolm X, if at all. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear me talk about the Muslims and how the Muslims if you got a Muslim in your family, ask them right now what they think about Malcolm X. And then ask them what they think about Farrakhan. You know what I'm talking about? Watch this. Oh, and you see this mural I'm in front of right here. That's I'm tweaking. That's Harold Washington. I'm mad as hell. That's Harold Washington, you know what I'm talking about?
There, make it plain. No gang, your own gang is the best gang.
I said, no gang, your own gang is the best gang. All right, so look. No gang, that's at least a triple entendre. So I'm either saying no gang, because you know how people be gang. I'm either saying no gang, or I'm saying no gang. You know how people be like beer gang, or if you into that other shit, you know, that philosophy of your birthday. You Sagittarius gang or air sign gang, whatever. So I was saying no gang, right? But I also was saying no gang, like no gang, comma, gang. How people call people gang nowadays, that shit crazy. Motherfuckers will call you gang and they just met you. You ever walk past a motherfucker and you say, excuse me, like, oh, my bad, gang. Like, gang? What? You feel me? But that's just kind of like how I was using the vernacular or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now keep this next line. Because my father, who is not very bright, other than his skin tone, he didn't understand this next line. And that shit's sad as hell. But here, peep this.
Gotta keep it transparent like my mama had a sex change.
I said I keep it transparent like my mama had a sex change. Now, obviously, I didn't say literally my mama had a sex change. This motherfucker talking about, did your mother actually have a sex change? I don't understand. So if you're not dumb, you should know that I'm saying if my mother had a sex change, she would be a transparent, right? And I'm using the word keep, like I keep it transparent, like I keep it 100, but keep signifies possession. And I'm not saying like I keep my mom, like I have her, like I possess her, but I have a mother, like have as in she is my mother, right? The mother of me. You feel me? So I'm like, I keep it transparent. And it's sad as hell that I have to break it down that much. But if my father, who is damn near 60 years old, didn't fucking get that, then I'm like, let me not take no fucking chances. And that's the main reason. I feel like if my father, not just my father's foolishness encouraged this video, but Mick Jenkins, shout out to Mick Jenkins, literally my favorite rapper, been my favorite rapper for a while. He dropped, ironically, an album called Patience, which he said at the very end of the project, he was like, I'm just trying to have more of that. Like, hell yeah, my boy. And in every music video, more or less, he's like waiting for some shit. Except the one, I don't think he's even in, I don't know if he's really doing the waiting thing in the video where Jid on the track, but he's definitely waiting like at the train station. He's waiting for his homie in the car while he doing this, that, and the third. He waiting. The best song on the album, that Guapanese, he's waiting in like a waiting room. So check bro shit out. But the thing I'm bringing bro up for is he's done like breakdowns of all of the lyrics on his songs and shit. He said, fuck Rap Genius. Them motherfuckers ain't even black owned. He said, I'm gonna do this shit myself. Alright, here we go.
About to pass no gas unless my ass releasing methane.
I ain't about to pass no gas unless my ass releasing methane. That's a double entendre and a pun. I'm saying I'm not about to pass no gas. As you can see, like I'm opening up, you feel me, the cart, the canister with the joints, and it's like 5 joints in there, you feel me, and I'm moving them around to grab the one that I already sparked up. I'm saying I ain't about to pass no gas, man. I'm on my loner stoner shit, you know what I'm saying? Kid Cudi a coon, but you know, he used to be my favorite artist, you know what I'm saying? But based on that, you know, you could tell I was, you know, inspired, you know what I'm saying, by just being on my lonely, damn, rest in peace to Speaker Knockers. It's the Speaker Knockers. But anyway, I'm also saying I'm not about to pass no gas. Like I'm not about to hype none of you motherfuckers up with none of this shit y'all politically or socially got going on. All of this shit, left, right, red pill, blue pill, purple pill, blue and yellow, purple pill, sigma, alpha, thetas. I don't care what y'all last on. I'm not finna gas none of that shit up. None of you motherfucking YouTubers with y'all weird ass. I'm not fucking with that shit. I'm not finna hype none of y'all shit up. Fuck what y'all talking about. But anyway, and I said I ain't gonna pass no gas unless my ass releasing methane. Obviously, pass gas means to fart. All right.
And I don't run for shit. The last time that I did, I lost a...
I don't run for shit. The last time that I did, I lost a campaign, and then I zoom in on my Adonis for Mayor campaign video. That shit at the time of upload or at the time of bro editing my shit, has 709 views. And obviously, Brandon Johnson is the mayor, you know, clap, clap. We glad that Hunky Devil ain't get in. That was gonna be fucked up. But anyway, fuck Paul Fallis. He a bitch. Anyway, so yeah, I said I ain't about to run for I don't run for shit. The last time that I did, I lost a campaign. So the last time that I ran, like I don't run, like I'm not scared of shit. And I'm using like the pun, the word run, bars, saying the last time that I ran ever, I ran for a campaign. And even when I did that, I lost. So that just go to show you I don't run for shit. And I ain't joining shit. I'm not signing up for shit. Stop fucking talking to me.
Pride than a transgender.
I got more pride than a transgender. Obviously, that's a reference to pride, like gay pride, LGBT pride. I got more pride than a transgender. All right.
I am not no centrist, but I'm independent.
All right. Hold on.
I ain't about to pass no gas unless my ass releasing methane and I don't want for shit. The last time that I did, I lost a game. Pride than a transgender. I am not no centrist.
I am not no centrist. That's bitch ass Matt Parker, Trey Stone, or Trey Parker, Matt Stone, whatever. Them motherfuckers are the creators of South Park. And I used to fuck with South Park heavy till I realized they don't have the right to make a lot of the jokes they make. The older, like, it's okay when they was criticizing white people and all of that, but then they got to like criticizing, oh, we make fun of everybody. It's like, nah, you don't get to do that for us. You ain't black. You ain't a minority either. And you can say you're a Jew or whatever. You're not a minority if you're white. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You might think I don't give a fuck how small your head is, how big your nose is. You a honky. Fuck you talking about. I don't give a fuck how much phlegm you got in your throat. You may think you're Hasidic. No, you're a honky. Fuck you talking about. Fuck both of them. They have ruined the image of black people for far too long. They not funny. These motherfuckers, well, they funny sometimes. But fuck them. These motherfuckers thought it was okay. And also, fuck Kendrick Lamar. Apparently, this motherfucker Kendrick Lamar was about to be in some shit where he was a slave reenactor or some shit. Shit was goofy as hell. And he got like a white girlfriend or some shit. Shit was just goofy matroofy. Just goofy. But anyway, so these motherfuckers are like, we're not. Because a lot of people think that when you say shit like me, when you say you're not left, you're not right, they'll say, oh, you're a centrist or a moderate. It's like, no, bitch. There's none of that shit. You feel me? Like, I'm me. I'm who the fuck I am. I'm not no centrist because these niggas are the centrists. You feel me? Fuck them. I'm not no centrist, but I'm independent. No, I'm for real independent. I'm not independent like the most popular or one of the most popular in history independent non-left, non-right politicians was George Washington. But this piece of dog shit owned slaves, right? Let's keep going.
I'm not from New Orleans, but I live with no limits.
I'm not from New Orleans, but I live with no limits. Obviously, no limit soldier. That's Master P and them. They're from New Orleans, and I'm saying I live with no limits. Like you're not gonna, not in the little G Herbo way. I don't live with the no limits gang. I don't live with them. I'm saying I live with no limits. Like there's no limits to my life. Like you're not finna put no limits on me. Is what I'm saying.
No limit. Can't give me no orders. Can't give me restrictions. I said I got more pride than a transgender. I am not no centrist.
I am not no centrist. That's piece of dog shit. Joe Rogan, piece of dog shit. Elon Musk. They also identify as centrist, moderates, or whatever. Once again, I'm right off bat. You feel me? Distancing myself from that shit. Like I'm not these niggas. These honkies. None of these motherfuckers. Stop playing with me. I am not no centrist, but my life is centered around being balanced. That's the sum and difference between me and some of y'all ridiculous visions.
Around being balanced, that's the sum and difference between me and some of y'all ridiculous visions. I am not no alpha, I am not no sigma.
I'm not no alpha, I'm not no sigma. So obviously I'm not with whatever y'all trying to say. Whenever somebody don't agree with, you feel me, the leftists, they want to say, oh, you just a bigot, oh, you just one of these. I'm not these motherfuckers at all. I will beat the shit out of any of these motherfuckers. Fresh and Fit, I know this motherfucker, a professional fighter, Andrew Tate. I'll shoot the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I'm not with none of that shit. So stop grouping me with them motherfuckers. And then also the term alpha and sigma is like fraternity names. You feel me? You got alphas, like the alpha iota, whatever the motherfuckers is. That's the black fraternity. Then you got sigma. You I remember when I was in college, me and my self-hating half Asian friend, RJ. RJ, I hope you're not self-hating no more. RJ was like half white, half Asian, and he really had hate for Asians. But the crazy thing is, he presented so Asian. And one time we went to a party where it was a bunch of white people. We was like the only non-whites there, and I didn't really know. Like grown me analyzes it like this now, but back then I was just like, man, fuck them motherfuckers. I thought that I was just like, fuck them for being white people and being like just problematic. But I didn't realize like, oh, they probably singled us out because we wasn't white. You feel me? And so some fraternity called Sig Ep, at Ball State. Fuck that school too. Fuck the whole state of Indiana. Fuck Hoosiers, who's your daddy, whatever that shit is. But those pieces of dog shit kicked me and RJ out of the party or whatever. So that's once again like a play on words. I'm not an alpha. I'm not a sigma. I'm not these niggas. I'm also not them other niggas that you out to see.
I'm not in no fraternity.
I'm not in no fraternity, right? So that's Jesse Jackson. That's Bill Cosby. That's Michael Jordan. That's Stephen A. Smith. That's Steve Harvey. They're all problematic black men who are all in the same fraternity, Omega Psi Phi, which my father is in, which is so ironic that he thought that I was calling out my mom, which I'm not. Like, I love my mother. I love both of y'all, and both of y'all have pissed me off and done dumb shit, but I would never, you feel me, just blatantly say that my mother had a sex change. He was very stupid for saying that shit. But as far as this is concerned, yeah, I kind of am dissing him because he's in a fraternity. I also suspect that he's an old school Mickey Cobra, but we're not going to talk about that. But once again, this is I'm not in no fraternity. And then the next line,
I don't pop prescriptions.
I said, I don't pop prescriptions. And then this is a picture of Future, who has contributed to a culture of drug use, drug abuse, and a lot of people on the left, a lot of people, period, but especially a lot of people on the left are very pro drug use, but also they're not pro people like Future because he's quote unquote toxic. His drug use isn't what makes him toxic. It's the fact that he is, I guess, a slut shamer or a fuckboy, which I actually have a problem with both of those things. But if you're on the right, if you're a fuckboy, you only probably have a problem. You have no problem with Future. And if you're on the left, only problem you have is his occasional misogyny or whatever the fuck.
Black, blue, red, and pills is not gonna heal your sickness. And we all come down from that high, y'all still some little bitches.
All right, once again, I've got bars. I said, I'm not in no fraternity. I don't pop prescriptions. Black, blue, red, them pills is not going to heal your sickness, referring to that community, the perk community, red pill, black pill. Them pills is not going to heal your sickness. You still a fucking lame. When you come down from that high of being on the interwebs and, yeah, these bitches, blah, blah, blah. When you get back into the real world, you still a little bitch. And also, on the flip side, the motherfuckers that are actual drug addicts that love to pop perks and pop, that shit makes them lose a lot of inhibitions. It makes them lose consciousness. It makes them lose memory. So they're more willing to wild out, say some wild shit, and even do some wild shit while they're off those drugs. But when they come off those drugs, they are little pansy pieces of they holes. You feel me?
Everyone's extreme. I am just Hakeem. Intelligent.
Everyone's extreme. I am just Akeem. And then you see this picture of Akeem, the one-man gang, which goes back to the reference of me saying Adonis is a one-man gang. Akeem is a nickname of mine, and it literally means intelligent, judicious, wise. And people do judicious. This is the funny part about the word judicious or judgmental. A lot of people say, I'm not judgmental. I don't judge. Yes, the fuck you do. The word judgmental. Here, let me show you. Let me show you what the word judgmental means. Matter of fact, let me show you what the word judgment means, right? Let's see. What does the word judgment mean? Come on, open up, motherfucker. Okay, judgment definition. All right. Come on. Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi. Come on, turn on Wi-Fi, motherfucker. All right, guys, hold on. Thank you for your patience. I gotta turn this Wi-Fi shit. All right, here we go. Come on, show my shit. All right, here we go. Judgment definition, right? Y'all ready? What that shit say? Right? That should say the ability to make considered decisions or come to a sensible conclusion. Right? Okay. So whenever you make a decision, when you come to a fork in the road, sometimes literally, you gotta be like, am I going left? Am I going right? Pun intended. Or am I gonna just turn around and go somewhere else? Am I gonna change paths? You know what I'm saying? That's a judgment, right? So I say everyone's extreme. I'm just Hakeem, double entendre, saying I'm just me, right? But also, I'm just intelligent. I'm just gonna use my sense, my wisdom. I'm not gonna join no gang. And yes, you are in a gang. You're in a cult. I'm a leftist. If you're any kind of ist, you lame as hell. The only ist that you should be is an artist or a scientist or some shit like that. But if I'm a leftist, I'm a feminist, I'm a capitalist, you're lame as hell. Like, cause all that shit is, hive mind shit. Fuck all of that shit. That shit corny as hell. And then also, let me go back to the judgmental shit. Motherfuckers that say they not judgmental because they don't judge. They don't vocalize their judgment. It's not called judge vocal, motherfucker. It's called judgmental. Inside your brain, you have opinions. Everybody does. So fuck up with all that bullshit.
It is what it means. I feel so supreme.
I said intelligent is what it means. I felt so supreme. So as you notice, let's go back to Akeem, the one-man gang. Notice there was an anti-sign around him. Akeem, the one-man gang, was some white devil back in WWE or WCW, one of them old ones. And he used to dress up in that African shit and say he was a black man from Chicago. And he used to wear dashikis and shit. He used to, y'all ain't with, like, talk in what they call jive. And yeah, that shit was crazy. But that's the thing about that type of shit. Anime, wrestling, video games, people that are drawn to that shit, especially to the level of like having extreme interest, you're making your profile picture, that type of shit. Those be the lamest motherfuckers that have the worst problems. They be far more misogynistic than whatever hotepery you think I'm involved in could be. Far more willing to harm women. Far more willing. That's the incel community, the motherfuckers that like that shit, because a lot of that shit requires you to remove or disrespect your own culture. All those chat rooms and forums are full of people who hate your black ass. And why are you dressed up? You go to Comic-Con, and that's another thing. Let me say this. I view a lot of them motherfuckers the same. The far leftists, the incel community, even though they may seem like they're against each other, you find them motherfuckers all at Comic-Con. You find if I can find you at the same places, you can find all the motherfuckers at convention centers and at raves. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's just people who are on the fringes of society that want something to belong to. And a lot of the shit that they end up being drawn to is a lot of toxic bullshit. And then motherfuckers be, you never gave the chance. Like, no, I could have very easily been one of you motherfuckers. I'm very grateful that man, bro. Anyway, back to me saying Akeem. So y'all see this crown here is like an Arabic crown. And I was never in the Nation of Islam, but I've always had like a loose association with it because I've had members of the family in that. I've been to the mosque, more than a handful of times. I've definitely bought some final calls before. I definitely love. I got bean pie in my fridge right now. Bean pie, always on deck. Hold on. Now look, I can't show y'all my whole bow tie collection, but let me just show y'all just one of the many bow ties I got. Yes, that's a wooden bow tie, and it's handcrafted by a little boy. I forgot little homie name, but it's a little black boy. It's a black-owned business. I'm gonna try to find out what the name is, but I got a collection. I've been collecting bow ties since high school. Stop playing with me. But at the same time, The Nation of Islam is extremely problematic. Their key figures are extremely problematic. Farrakhan is just one of them. You know what I'm saying? Just one. That's just one. 19 Keys, that's just one. But here we go.
Word. Yeah, for real.
Whoa.
Man, y'all ridiculous.
Oops.
Know that evil isn't
Whoa, I went too far ahead.
visions. I am not no alpha, I am not
My
no
bad,
sigma. I'm not in no fraternity, I don't pop prescriptions. Black, blue, red, and pills is not gonna heal your sickness. And when y'all come down from that high, y'all still some little bitches. Everyone's extreme, I am just Hakeem. Intelligent is what it means, I feel so supreme. Until I learn some things about these so-called kings and queens. Militant minded, more like mafia and money schemes.
All
It's
right.
extreme, I am just Hakeem. Intelligent is what it means, I feel so supreme.
I am just Hakeem. Intelligent is what it means. I felt so supreme until I learned some things about these so-called kings and queens, i.e., that was a direct shot at the Nation of Islam, but not just them. All these fool ass characters that may dress like me, they may have the kufis and all of that shit, but I'm not like these motherfuckers. I swear I'm not. I don't believe in none of the conspiracies. I don't fuck with none of the goddamn spirituality and the zodiac shit. I'm not with none of that shit. None of it. You feel me?
Until I learn some things about these so-called kings and queens. Militant minded, more like mafia minded, money scheme.
All right, I said more like mafia minded. I said militant minded, more like mafia minded. Then I showed the picture of our great ancestor Malcolm Shabazz being carried away after being murdered by Farrakhan went multiple times on TV and basically admitted he did that shit. And like, what the fuck else we supposed to think? You feel me? Then I said militant minded, more like mafia minded, money schemes. By the way, that's alliteration. I love alliteration. Uh, um, Militant minded, more like mafia minded, money schemes. So that's all words that start with the letter M. And then the money schemes shows 19 Keys, bars. But 19 Keys, this old soft spoken weird ass motherfucker, he's like one of the many scamming ass weird motherfuckers that's trying to take your money. Stop listening to this motherfucker. I used to listen to this motherfucker. I used to listen to a lot of these motherfuckers, but they ain't shit. I'm telling you they not. I mean, I got love for them. I speak life to them, but fuck them.
Oh no, boo-hoo, who knew all these foo-foo gurus?
Oh no, boo-hoo, who knew all these foo-foo gurus? That's, what's this motherfucker's name? Young Pharaoh. This motherfucker's odd as hell. He can't read, he can't spell. These two motherfuckers here are some goofy ass weird white people. This man is dead, so I guess rest in peace. This white lady, they're the Hicks. This is Esther Hicks, and I forgot what this dude's name is, Jerry Hicks, I think. And together they summon a energy, an infinite wisdom called Abraham Hicks. Now, hold on, before you say, Adonis, that sounds fucking stupid. You're right, but no, you're right. There's no but. That shit's stupid as hell. The thing is, they have been responsible. Look them up. They've been responsible for people's deaths because people have listened to their bullshit ass advice. And that's my thing. People will go on these YouTubes and shit and Facebook, watch, pages and shit, and they'll, oh yeah, have you heard of this person or that person? And then I'll check out who these people are, and I'll be like, man, these people are fucking scammers, and they're dangerous shit.
All on YouTube spewing doodle, I sound like some too, boo.
All on YouTube spewing doo-doo, I sell black soap too, boo. So, play on words, black soap is called doo-doo, D-U-D-U. So, doo-doo Osun, I'm finna show y'all. Okay, D-U-D-U. Hold on. All right. Okay. So as y'all see, doo-doo soap. What is doo-doo soap used for? Doo-doo Osun. I think doo-doo Osun might be a specific brand of, you see how it says doo-doo? But anyway, um, so, but they're all on YouTube spewing doo-doo and saying, I sell black soap too, boo. The thing about it is you got all these people out here trying to tell you that getting a fucking LLC is going to like stop you from experiencing, capitalism or stop you from starving. How many bars of fucking soap at $10 each can you sell before you don't gotta work no more? Is my thing. These motherfuckers be lying to y'all face and playing with y'all, and that's my point of saying that. I'm not against anybody with no side hustles. I'm not against people wanting to be prosperous. I'm against lying ass send-offs, and that's what these motherfuckers are.
Who knew you can't recognize a fucking scammer?
I said, who knew? You knew. Because I said, oh no, boo-hoo. Who knew? All these foo-foo gurus. And now I'm like, who knew? You knew. You can't recognize a fucking scammer? Now, in certain points in your life when you're not that old, you don't know that much about the world yet, you might be young and susceptible to certain shit. But at a certain point, this motherfucker, Kanye West, this shit, I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all had to go to the actual video. This shit says destroyed sweater. $2,600. Look at that shit. I wouldn't pay for this shit. Especially not $2,000. Come on, bro. But he's a thought leader and a genius and all that shit. Fuck him. I speak life to him. I love him, but fuck him. Kanye West is a piece of shit. Y'all gotta stop idolizing these pieces. Man, come on.
Did y'all forget the chick with that fake ass Jamaican grandma?
Did y'all forget the chick with that fake ass Jamaican grandma? Right?
Who knew all these foo-foo gurus all on YouTube spewing doo-doo? I sell black soap too, boo. Who knew you can't recognize a fucking scammer? Did y'all forget the chick with that fake ass Jamaican?
Alright, so that was Miss Cleo, right? Miss Cleo, she actually got set up, right? So Miss Cleo wasn't necessarily the one scamming, but she was a part of the scam. She was not no fucking psychic or none of that shit. She never believed that shit per se, but she was still. Y'all gotta look at the story. I gotta actually look back at the story. I don't really remember exactly how that shit went down, but she was still scamming. Then I'll put this motherfucker's face over it. This is Tyler Henry. He's like supposed to be a celebrity, what you call it? He's supposed to be like a celebrity psychic or whatever. He's a piece of dog shit. He's a scammer. And what's sad about this shit is people be looking for closure, from dead relatives and all of that shit. And people like him is making money lying, talking about, yeah, I can speak to the dead and shit. I know what your grandma's saying. That's some bullshit. Motherfuckers should smack the shit out of somebody. Talk about, bitch, you don't know my fucking grandma. You don't know about the afterlife. You don't know shit. You're a liar. You're a hunky devil. And you making money. I hate that shit.
Your grandma, everyone's a pastor.
Everyone's a pastor. So you got a literal pastor right here. This scamming piece of dog shit who didn't want to help out when people needed him for the not just didn't want to help people for the tragic acts of God that happened, but also this piece of dog shit was a pro-Trump supporter. This motherfucker, my name is E.T., the hip-hop preacher. So he calls himself a hip-hop preacher. All of these motherfuckers on YouTube, all of that shit, they're just pastors. All these motherfuckers do is preach at you. They talk to you like you don't know shit for yourself. They yell at you to try to inspire you or whatever the fuck. But really, they're either getting paid off clicks, which you continue to engage in when you follow these motherfuckers, or they are basically getting paid from literal, you paying for their courses, or you showing up to their events. They get paid when you buy their stupid ass products. And they're pimping you. This motherfucker, his name is not just Don Juan. What do they call him? Bishop Don Juan. All these motherfuckers have one thing in common. They're making profit off of this preachy ass, let me talk. All these motherfuckers is pimps. All of them are pastors. All of them are scammers. They're one and the same. They're using your emotions. They're using a lot of times people in different walks of life, when they need guidance, when they feel, insecure, when they're not sure what's gonna happen next in life, they go to these, you know what I'm saying, these different sources, and these people are pieces of dog shit. Fuck them.
Spiritual attention grabbers.
This is another pastor. Let me show y'all this again. Watch that again.
Doodle, is that what's up to boo? Who knew you knew? You can't recognize a fucking scammer. Did y'all forget the chick with that fake ass Jamaican grandma? Everyone's a pastor, spiritual attention grabbers.
You saw that? That man spit in his hand, and he put that spit, and y'all don't know how many times he spit in his hand. That motherfucker, go watch that video. Just look up pastor spits in somebody's face. I don't remember this motherfucker's name, but he's like a famous pastor. He's a new age millennial YouTube ass pastor. He's like, yeah, guys, I'm young and I'm black, so that means I'm the kind of Christian you should be following, blah, blah. But this motherfucker spit in his hand and put that shit in this man's face on stage. And I know he did this shit on some, these motherfuckers got some sort of beef or something, or this is some sort of weird initiation. This is some behind the scenes shit, right? Y'all want to talk about conspiracy theories. I got a theory that this was some sort of initiation ritual. Fuck y'all talking about. Because if you actually hear what he's saying, he's not saying shit. He's saying, yeah, God, what I'm telling you, she said, what I'm telling you, watch the video. He's like, what I'm telling you, God is getting ready to do something in your life, and it's going to look nasty. It's going to like, man, if you don't shut your stupid ass up. But if you're not smart, this could be you. A stupid motherfucker standing on stage with spit in his face because you thought Jesus was the reason for the season or some dumbass shit.
What a bunch of bastards.
Alright, what a bunch of bastards. Fuck them. They are not your masters. You got this piece of dog shit who has, for whatever reason, told people, yeah, I fucked your wife last night. In front of people, public acts of humiliation is cult shit. Public acts of humiliation. What's his name? Tony Robbins. You got this piece of dog shit. What's his name? Yeah, guys, I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I like to let my children play with guns. What's his name? Derek Grace. He's a piece of dog shit. This motherfucker only shot 2 people, and they both was 2 unarmed black people who didn't do shit to him for real. But he's a fat fuck. His father is a cop. He's pro-cop. His father has given him, like, I don't remember if he said $10,000 or $100,000 to start his business. And he tried to tell you, yeah, it's real simple, but y'all people out. He talks down to people as if they got the same background as his stinking ass. Then you see this? This is my garage. And I like knowledge. He's a piece of dog shit. All of them cars was rented. The cribs was rented. This motherfucker, Gary V. There's a lot of pictures of him throwing up the 5. I don't understand that. He's a piece of dog shit. He was in a video with E.T. the hip-hop preacher talking about how it's a privilege to be a minority or being black and poor is actually an advantage for some shit because you actually got to struggle for what you want or some shit. He telling y'all stop praising traumatic shit. That shit is not no badge of honor. Not all the time. Some people have been through nothing and they privileged pieces of shit. But sometimes we think we've been through hard shit and that's like some shit we was supposed to go through. Some of that shit you should have never went through in your life. He's a piece of dog shit. Dr. Umar. I was rocking with Dr. Umar for a long time. But I first stopped fucking with him. He was like, Sister Avante, you only gave $10. Next time give 20. I know you barely had that. I was like, this motherfucker don't care about us. He just cares about money. Fuck that school. Fuck whatever he talking about. That motherfucker is disrespectful as shit. He do not love us. And then finally, this motherfucker, I don't even really know him. Charleston White, he is a piece of dog shit. He gonna say, police brutality is something small. Ain't no police killed nobody going to school. They ain't killed nobody going to work. That's a real small thing, police brutality. He's a piece of dog shit. It's like if you put T.I. and stupidity in a microwave and then set it to like 20 minutes, take it out, and then throw it down the street, and then let it roll until it gets into like a swamp, and then pull it out the swamp, dump it back in like some water, maybe some toilet water, and then let it dry. That's Charleston White. Fuck them.
They are not your masters. Just wanna leave, but they more like lead and asbestos. The chick with that fake ass Jamaican grammar. Everyone's a pastor, spiritual attention grabbers. What a bunch of bastards. Fuck them, they are not your masters.
Fuck them, they are not your masters.
Leftists wanna leave, but they more like lead in his best.
Alright, so I can't really keep it paused like that. I said leftists want to lead, but they more like lead and asbestos. So the first lady I showed was that fat white bitch. Her name is Blair, and a lot of these black leftists was fucking with her. I used to watch her shit because she used to expose motherfuckers. But the thing is, she was a leftist and she used to say shit she wasn't supposed to say. She used to use urban vernacular, like black, like talk like she was black sometimes, use black slang. And she was like a super leftist, so she said a lot. So she said a lot of bullshit. But the black leftists never saw it coming. They exposed her bitch ass. Obviously, she was like doing some bullshit she wasn't supposed to be doing. Look it up. Her name is Illuminati. Her YouTube page is Illuminati, but it's spelled like I, and then Luminaut, like Naught, like naughty. But it's spelled with 2 eyes in the front and 2 eyes in the back. Pause. And I said leftists want to leave, but they more like lead and asbestos. And then you show evil ass Joe Biden. You already know the Clintons. And what's beautiful about Video Man making her horns, all of them have devil horns. They show her devil horns as pink because the stupid white feminists, they think, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I used to live in downtown Minneapolis. These same white feminists, who first of all, a lot of these white bitches got Trump elected, but when it backfired on their stinking ass, they did the Women's March. They held the Women's March in places like Minneapolis, downtown. Now, I live downtown. I'm telling you, I'm walking past these white bitches. In one hand, they clutching a sign. In the other hand, they clutching a purse. Like, I'm the threat. Like, bitch, you're in my hood. I live right down the street. I'm trying to go home. Nobody wants your funky-ass purse full of mayonnaise and Taylor Swift CDs with your stinking ass. Go fuck yourself. Nobody wants your stinking ass, pancake face ass, shovel chin ass, needle nose ass, white bitch. Anyway, like I was fucking saying, fuck what they got going on.
Think y'all help, but y'all ain't better, just toxic and extra.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I said, think y'all help, but y'all ain't better, just toxic and extra. Toxic? Taylor Swift, that's a racist ass bitch. She been in a relationship recently with a racist ass dude, and she didn't call him out or nothing. She never speaks out on behalf of black shit. She a racist bitch. Look into it. Then you got motherfucking Amber Rose, who got a fucking tattoo on her face. Shorty just extra. Like, that shit is how leftists are. They're toxic and they're extra and they think that shit helps. Really, the shit is just annoying and goofy. Alright.
Just finesses, all that pressure to accept your lessons.
All that pressure to accept your lessons. Now, as a black man that's been called a hotep, what's crazy is, like 2-3 years ago, I was getting called a hotep. 2-3 months ago, I was getting called a turf. Maybe that's growth. No, but here's the deal. Motherfucker trying to tell me, you know what I'm saying, all these rules about leftism and shit, when I just, like, if black men are right now trying to learn how to be better for black women and y'all are trying to tell us shit like gender is a social construct and women ain't even real, that's crazy, dumbass boy. And then my thing is, what's so extra about that is like, that's too much for somebody. Like, can a man just focus on being good to women? At least first. Let's say y'all all are right about this transgender shit and the gay shit. Let's say y'all right about that shit, right? Let motherfuckers do the cisgender shit first. Let us work on the women and being better for women. Let us get that shit out the way first before y'all add all this extra shit. Because that's what it is. It's extra shit, man. Get out our fucking face. And then you got Zir, Zim, and Thor. I've heard that, you know, that's a pronoun, Thor. And that's why I put Thor.
Democrats is demons.
Democrats as demons, know that evil isn't lesser. So we got Rahm Emanuel with his thinking ass. You got Lori Lightfoot, funny face ass, and you got the Daley family. They are all Democrats, and they all have been a part of the Democratic, Democratic elite machine here in Chicago. They don't give no fuck about our black ass. The mayor's a cop. Hey, go peep The Mayor's a Cop by motherfucking Mike, he raw as hell. Wiki, he raw as hell. And what's bro name? Alchemist. Alchemist is like one of 10 white people that I actually respect. He got some raw ass beats. Anyway.
Know that evil isn't lesser. Black you see the truth and don't let no one stress you. Popularity is less important than protection.
Black youth seek the truth and don't let no one stress you. Popularity is less important than protection. Meaning, you're actually safer sometimes not conforming. Sometimes you're safer being by yourself. You feel me? Because sometimes you will be hanging with these groups and they have no, like, you're not really like, you think by being popular or being a part of some popular movement that that's protection. But oftentimes it's not.
You can make some real money out this fake money. Ain't no difference between a real and a fake woman.
You can make some real money off this fake money. And then I showed, damn, shout out to my sister for this vapey vape. You can make some real money off this fake money, and I showed the NFTs. Them ugly ass monkeys, they were trying to tell y'all we was gonna make money from. You could sell a JPEG of this ugly ass monkey. That motherfucker had a propeller hat on. That shit was ugly as fuck. Then they gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's the future. Y'all just not man, if y'all don't shut y'all very, very stupid ass up, like shut the fuck up. Anyway. Oh, and ain't no difference between a real and a fake woman. Alright, I'm gonna need to drink some water on this one. Hold on. Water break, water break, water break, water break. Shout out those shoes. Y'all motherfuckers be on some other shit. Alright. Escúchame, pendejo. Listen. The left will say shit like gender is a social construct. Okay, cool. Then the left will say that race is a social construct. But wait though. So somebody can be transgender and the left will support that, right? Because gender is a social construct. But when Rachel Dolezal did her shit, right? Motherfuckers was mad. But race is a social construct, right? Right? Oh, shut up, dumbass. Life gonna give you lots of shit. It's what you take from it. Fuck all these fools and all their rules. You ain't gotta take nothing.
I got more pride than a transgender.
I got more pride than a transgender. That fading image is Fallen Fox, who from the Chicagoland area, transgender, competing in women's sports. Look, I ain't even finna say too much about that shit. But I just find it funny though that we used to hear a lot about advocating against violence against women, right? But ever since we started to say that gender is a social construct, you don't hear that anymore. You know what else you don't hear anymore? Tolerance. Because tolerance was easy, right? When they said don't call men the F word, don't call women the D word, that was super easy to do. Now they're telling us we have to think that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man, and that those terms don't mean nothing because gender is a social construct. That's just too fucking much, and y'all keep changing the rules. That was less than that happened. This is my theory. Obama got elected twice. The really extreme white people was super mad at that. So they had their white lash, right, with Trump. And right as Trump was becoming prevalent, then they had what I would call a queer lash. They was like, oh, so y'all finna do all this bigot shit, so now we finna go crazy. We finna be extreme. We theys and thems and z's and zers. That's honestly what I feel this shit is. It's just extreme reactions to extreme shit. But motherfuckers can honestly just be balanced and be accurate. Honestly, like, this shit is just too fucking much.
I am not no centrist, but I'm independent. I'm not from New Orleans, but I live with no limits. Can't give me no orders, can't give me restrictions. I said I got more pride than a transgender. I am not no centrist, but my life is centered. Around being balanced, that's the something different. Between me and some of y'all ridiculous visions. I said I got more pride than a transgender.
Okay, so this right here is something you really don't hear the left talk anything about. they will say don't ban trans shows, which is something I agree with. I don't think you should ban anything. However, you notice I have black bars over these babies' faces. Like, here's my thing. This person is scantily clad and they're performing in a sexual way in front of children. I think it's more appropriate, instead of comparing queerness to blackness, which is only going to piss people off because it's not the same. Your sexuality, whether you're straight, gay, trans, whatever, your sexuality is belief and behavior. It's based on psychology. It's based on things that you have been introduced to and experienced, and things that you like and don't like. That's all sexuality is. It's not to say that somebody is born to do this is basically like saying Michael Jordan was born to be the greatest basketball player. We're not talking about fate. We're talking about genetics. And while I got that out the way, I think it's more appropriate to compare this kind of thing to smoking weed, because I feel like, number one, that is a choice that I've made, and it also is something that I feel is natural to me. But it's not something I felt I was born to do. It's also something I don't feel that society should restrict me from legally. And I don't think people should restrict trans people or gay people from doing whatever they want legally. However, people don't gotta agree with you. And also, introducing children to your lifestyle or whatever in this way seems mad inappropriate. It's like, if I wanted to get my children or any students, you feel me? Let's not even say whether they're my kids or not. If I wanted to have society introduce kids to like smoking, or not smoking, that's the thing. If you wanted to introduce them to people who smoke, people who are in the cannabis business or whatever, I could see you having maybe a meet and greet with like somebody who owns a dispensary, maybe even a dispensary tour.